Hi, ladies. Can everybody hear me or not? I can hear, let's see, if Rachel speaks. Let's see, Courtney, you just unmuted yourself. Good. Lindsay, can you unmute yourself? There we go. Can you all hear me?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Could
Yes,
you
I can
hear?
hear you.
Okay, could you hear me before or no?
Yes, we could.
Oh, you could. Okay. Okay. Welcome to the Team Shine New Artist Training. I'm so glad that you're here today. We've got a couple of artists on the line right now with us, and we are recording this so that people that were not able to make it can watch this recording throughout the week. But it is really important, if you're able to, that you jump onto a live one so that you can have part of the interaction that you're going to be seeing. I want to welcome everyone to South Hill Designs and to Team Shine and to your respective teams as well. We are so excited that you're here and so excited for the opportunity that you have become a part of. One of the things that you'll notice with South Hill Designs is that it's all about sharing. We all have a story to share, and that's the basis of the whole thing. What is your story? What is the story that you're putting in your locket? And one of the things that I love about the culture that we're creating with South Hill Designs and with our team especially, is this culture of sharing. And again, that's the basis of the whole thing, sharing your story, sharing your talents, sharing who you are. And that's what we do here at South Hill Designs, and that's what we do with our team as well. And you'll see that on our Facebook business team page, which is Team Shine. So again, thank you and welcome. Thank you for taking time today to be on this webinar. Congratulations on a great decision. One of the things that you have to know at the very beginning of doing this is why you're doing it. Why did you choose to do this business? Is it for financial freedom? Is it to get out of debt? Is it just because you want a couple of nights out with to meet new people and make a little bit of extra money? Is it to have your kids go to extra activities and to pay for that? Is it to save up for a holiday, a family vacation? Or is it for retirement? What is your why? This is really important that you have an idea what your why is. And so one of the things that we're going to do right now is we're going to just go to, we have Courtney on the line, and I'm going to ask Courtney to share with us a little bit about her why. So Courtney, would you mind sharing with us why you decided to start your business?
It was basically to give my children sort of like I forgot what I was going to say. It's basically to sort of like give my children a future, like being able when they get to a certain age, let them have like money in their bank accounts, sort of things that they can provide for when they get to adulthood.
Okay, good. So really just extra things for your
Yeah.
children. Okay, that's great. And you know, it's really important that people realize that there's different reasons that people come into this business. There's, you know, you have that reason, and other people might have a reason. My husband retires in 9 months. And so being able to build an income that's going to supplement his retirement is one of the things that really prompted me to get serious about this business and to build it, you know, because you have that time frame to build so that that is what's coming out of it. So I want to thank you for being honest and getting into and taking a little bit of yourself and putting it out there and sharing with us, Courtney. I really appreciate that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So find out the why. What is your why? The next thing we want to do is make a list of 100 people. So this is an important list. Please don't skip this step. So what I would like for you to do is go ahead and take out a sheet of paper and a pen. So everybody grab the piece of paper and a pen. And what you're going to do is on the top of it, you're going to write friends. And then you're going to go down about a third of the page, and you're going to write an R and put relatives. And then a third of the page down further, acquaintances. And on the back of it, neighbors, and then people you know through your kids. Now, if you're on this webinar right now and I can't see what you're doing. I really, though, want you to do this. This is really important, and this is an activity that we're going to do on here, and it will help your business get off to a strong, strong start. So I'm going to take a minute, 1 minute, and I'm going to give you 1 minute to go ahead and put down a few friends that you think of that come to your mind, a few relatives, a few acquaintances, a few neighbors, and a few people you know either through your kids or through kids. Now here's the thing. You don't want to prejudge. Don't prejudge. Don't decide whether that friend would or would not be interested, or that relative or that acquaintance. You want to put down everybody you know without prejudging at all. So we're going to go ahead and do that for 1 minute. I'm going to go ahead and give you 1 minute of silence to do that. All right? Go ahead and get started. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and move on. Remember that this list of 100 is super important because this is what you're going to use to actually launch your business. Now, launching your business, you want to choose 3 dates for your launch. That is a social, a party that you're going to do probably in your home. Some people do it in different places. The nice thing about doing it in your home is that it's somewhere that your friends and family are familiar with. Now, the reason for choosing 3 dates, you want to get 3 dates that are close together. So maybe like a Thursday, a Friday, and a Sunday. Because what happens a lot of times is people will say, oh, you know, Courtney, I would love to have come on your party on Thursday, but Susie has dance lessons. Well, if you have Friday and Sunday available, you can say to her, you know what, we've also got Friday and Sunday. It's a 3-day event. I'm launching and opening my business. So which of those dates would work better for you? You don't want to invite, you want to invite everyone you know. You don't want to prejudge. So let's just say you have a friend who doesn't wear jewelry. That's okay because she might have family and friends she buys Christmas presents for, birthday presents for, and sometimes you actually have people who aren't jewelry people who fall in love with the whole concept of the lockets. So really not prejudging and inviting everybody you know is going to be an important thing. The other thing you want to do is you want to ask your guests to bring nutty buddies. Now, a nutty buddy is just a funny term I heard a direct sales trainer make about this. A nutty buddy is really just someone who you don't know. You didn't invite to your launch, but maybe one of your friends brings her neighbor or her aunt or her cousin or her best friend. So that's a nutty buddy. That's someone that you aren't familiar with, who you don't know. And then what I do at my parties is I do a drawing for all the nutty buddies. So you get your name in a drawing for a free charm if you were invited by somebody else and not me or not by the hostess. And then the person who brought the nutty buddy gets to also at the same time gets their name in a drawing. The next thing you want to do is set up your launch in your social dashboard. That's going to allow you to send a link out to people that can't make it to your party and to people maybe that live far away. So setting up your launch in the dashboard, there's a video in the back office that shows you how to set up your social dashboard. Now, if you've got questions when you try to do that and it's too confusing or anything, please feel free to contact your sponsor and your upline leader and see if they can help you with that. But there is that video in the back office. The other thing you want to do is you want to have hostess packets and sponsoring packets ready. So make sure that you've got those ready for your party so that when people decide to book a social, or if they're interested in the business, you also have all of those things ready to share with them. The other thing is an open date card. Now, open date cards are, we have those in Team Shine, and in an open date card, what you do is this is going to help you have control over your calendar instead of your business having control over you. So let's just say Courtney is on the line. So Courtney, for example, let's say you told me, I'm going to go ahead and open this up so that we can actually do this as a training. Are you there, Courtney?
Yep.
Okay, great. So will you role play this with me for everyone?
Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you. You're such a trooper. I just love it. So, okay. If we were doing your open date card, that's a card, and you'll see it on Team Shine, where it's 1 week per side, and it's a 5x7, so you fold the paper in half, and you have 1 week per side. Now, what days of the week, Courtney, would you want to work your business? In other words, what days of the week would you want to be going out to do your socials?
I'd say Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Wednesday, Thursday, and Fridays. Okay. So on your date card, you would put down, there would be a place, and you would put Wednesday. So say Wednesday of next week, and you'd put the date, October, what's that, 6th, 7th, 8th, the 15th. So you would put Wednesday, yep, October 15th. And then it has a couple of spaces. You'd leave them open so that people can write down their information if they book that date. Then the next line, a couple lines down, you would put Thursday, October 16th, and then Friday, October 15th. Okay? Then you'd flip it over, and on the other side, it looks the same. You're going to put the next Wednesday, Thursday, Friday with those dates. Now, let's just say you're really wanting to book, even though Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week is close, you're trying to get a couple of socials, let's say, in this week. Yep. You would go ahead and put down Wednesday, October 8th, Thursday, October 9th, and Friday, October 10th, and you would go ahead and put a little stars by them. At the bottom, you might give some bonuses. You might say an extra screen when booked on a star date. That means you're trying to get them to book into that star date. So now, instead of opening up your diary and showing all of your open dates and all of your month, you've got this paper, and the dates available for people to pick a party, pick a social, are the dates that are on here. So, because what can happen is that somebody, if you do it the other way and you've got this open calendar, open diary, people might look at it and go, well, I see that you're not doing anything on Saturday, you know? And so they may say, well, Courtney, how about a Saturday? And because you're excited and you're trying to get your business going, you may just say, okay, let's do Saturday. And then at that Saturday party, someone else is going to want a Saturday because obviously you do work on Saturdays to them. And then eventually you might start feeling a little frustrated because Saturday was your family day and you didn't want to be working on Saturdays. So this open date card is just a tool you can use to help you control the days that you're out working so that you're working the days you want to work. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does, yeah.
Okay. Okay, great. So you'll find that, like I said, under the files in Team Shine. Okay?
Okay.
All righty. Thank you for participating. That's really helpful. Okay. So now we've already got all those dates done. Now your first 30 days. Again, in the back office, I do want to make sure everybody knows you've got that 100 days to success. And those first 30 days are critical because you can earn $150 in free charms. So you want to make sure you're looking at that 100 days to success, those first 30 days. And this is going to help you reach that goal. So you set up your launch dates, which we talked about. The other thing to do in your first 30 days is to book your 5 socials. Now, booking those 5 socials, you know, a lot of times people think, oh, 5 socials, well, I only want to work 2 days a week, or I only want to do 2 socials a month. And that's okay. But this first 30 days is your training period. And so if you think about starting a new business or a new job, a lot of people, you go to the training, it's 3 or 4 days in a row, sometimes it's a week. And they don't stagger the training. They make it one day after another because you need time to learn what you're doing. And the closer you put all that training together, the better it's going to stick with you. So you want to book those 5 socials from friends and family. You're going to get that from your list of 100. And you want to try to book them into your first 30 days. The other thing you want to try to do is to have 3 business partners join you. Now, it doesn't have to be 3, it doesn't even have to be 1, but this is a good number to shoot for, having 3 business partners join you. Just because you want to move towards building a team that's going to increase more of your income. The next thing is we're going to work on getting your first promotion to independent artist, which means you've lost your training wheels. Now, that's 600 pounds in the UK of retail sales. Why do you want to lose your training wheels? A couple of things are going to happen. When you lose your training wheels, you're going to now get paid weekly when you're turning in weekly sales. Before you lose your training wheels, when you're an independent artist in training, what's going to happen is you're going to be getting paid at the end of the month on our bonus payment date, which is on the 10th of the following month. And that's why you're an independent artist in training. So an independent artist in training gets paid once a month. As soon as you've lost your training wheels, as soon as you have collected 600 in retail sales over whatever time period it takes, you then lose your training wheels, and now whenever you put a party in or sales, the following week on Friday, you will get paid. So you open up that weekly pay period. The other reason is that once you've lost your training wheels, you now open up getting paid on that first level. So let's say, Courtney, you sponsor someone. That person goes, you've lost your training wheels, you sponsor her. She goes and she does a 300-pound social. You're going to make 10% of their retail sales of everything she does from then on. So that is an extra, so you've given yourself a raise on the people you've sponsored. On top of that, during her first 600 pounds, which is her independent training period, you're making an additional 10%. So you're really making 20% on her first 600 pounds. So that is a promotion. So you want to lose your training wheels as soon as possible. So the sales from your launches and the sales from your first 5 socials in your first 30 days is going to give you a promotion, it's going to give you a raise, and you're going to earn that charm pack. So listening to the training links is going to be something that really, really will help you. We have the training links on Team Shine in the files, and there's also the same training links you can find in Team Glitter. Team Glitter is a larger group. It is a Facebook page. My sponsor and our national director, Lisa Chilius, that's her page for her entire organization. So her page has over 4,000 people in it. Team Shine has about 220 or so. So it's just a little bit different. Both of them are very good, and I would recommend that you be on both and take the time to look through and check, because you'll see lots of great ideas floating around out there and lots of help just at your fingertips. So that's something I would really recommend. But make sure that you do listen to these training links. What I do is I listen to them when my kids are asleep, or maybe washing dishes, or taking a shower. Just find some times to put those on so that it'll help you with your business. There are things on booking socials, on doing events, on the compensation plan, all kinds of things you'll find on there. Make sure you label all your literature. All your literature. Everything that goes out of your home should have a label if it says South Hill Designs on it. On your labels, you're going to want your name, your phone number, your website, and probably your email, and perhaps your Facebook page. Because if somebody sees a catalog and they fall in love with the product and it says South Hill Designs on it and your name is nowhere on there, then you're going to want to go ahead and you have that on there, because if not, she's going to call South Hill Designs and she will get referred to someone else. So make sure that you've got your label on it. If it's a flyer, if it's anything that has South Hills, that label needs to be on there for you. Okay, so here is the 100 Days to Success. And we've got, we were talking about it. So you'll see right over here that we've got the first 30 days. And as soon as you reach new artist, it means you've lost your training wheels, you get that 150 pack. So now you've made 20% commission, you earned $150 in free charms, and you've given yourself a promotion. Make sure that you do check this out. It's in the back office under Resources under United Kingdom. Okay, what should you take to your social? It's important that your social is easy to duplicate because people will be watching and looking. So you want to make sure that your social is something that if the hostess were to decide that they want to do this, that it's going to be easy for them to do. And it's a fun job. So you start out with mirror. I always take a mirror just so people want to look at, how the lockets look on themselves. Catalogs, of course, that are labeled. Pages to create their stories. And you can make one of these up on Word document or look on Team Glitter, and there might be some files there. But this is just a thing that's going to help them kind of think through what their story is. The other thing are order forms, a calculator, photo album with pictures that you can pull off of Pinterest, off of South Hill Photo Divas, which is another Facebook page for the entire South Hill design field. And it has different pictures. So you want pictures to help people's creative juices kind of get flowing. And then a bust or a dummy for the display table to kind of hang some of the lockets, some completed lockets, so people see some in-person ideas and they can see what this concept is all about. In the hostess packets, what I put is 2 catalogs, 5 to 10 order forms, a copy of our monthly specials, so it's that one also in the back office under Resources, and it's got hostess specials, and we've got right now October, November, December. And then a memory jogger, and you can find those online if you just Google direct sales memory joggers, hostess list joggers, and this is to help the hostess remember and get some ideas of who to invite to her party. And then you've got the hostess wish list. This is important. You want your hostess picking out what she's working towards so that she has all of her stuff together. She knows what she was wanting. In her head, she's starting to wear the jewelry that she wants to earn for free. And then tic-tac-toe for hostesses, if you'd like, you can look those up also on Google. And those are things like what I always do with the middle tic-tac-toe is you want them to listen to the business opportunity. And so they automatically get an X on that one if they listen to the business opportunity. And so as they do tic-tac-toes, they're going to earn some free gifts. So one of the corner squares may be something like 5 outside orders. Collect outside orders from 5 people that can't make it or 3 people that can't make it to the party. And so this tic-tac-toe helps the hostess kind of stay on point and do some of the things that are going to make that party more successful. Because remember, you and she are working together as a team. You're working to help her earn free jewelry. And as she does that, the more free jewelry she earns, the higher your paycheck goes. So it is a win-win situation. Hostess coaching. You want to ask your hostess to invite 20 to 30 friends and family, more towards the 30 than the 20. And I always tell her, just like we talked about for your launch, don't prejudge. Ask the guests to bring a Nutty Buddy, and if you want to change the name of this, that's absolutely fine. 5 outside orders, 2 socials pre-booked. These are the things that I talk over with my hostess. The 2 socials pre-booked, that is, your hostess knows who they have as friends that likes to do parties, who they have as friends, who likes to socialize and have people over, who always books a party plan, Scentsy party, a Pampered Chef party. She knows her friends. So if you ask her to get those 2 parties pre-booked for you before you even get there, you're ahead of the game, and so is she. So those are some ideas for your hostess coaching. Games with a purpose. These are a couple of games that we play. I've been in direct sales for about 25 years, and I've not been a big game player at my parties. However, the ticket game is one that I've been playing for, I would say, about 13 years now, 14 years, because it has tremendously increased the sponsoring for myself and our team members over that time. The other game is the envelope game. So we're going to go over the ticket game. The way that this is played is you get a roll of tickets, you know, those little admit one roll of tickets that you can buy at the Office Depot or some kind of office supply store. And you have the roll of tickets, and what we do is I would say towards the end of the evening, as they're starting to kind of finish wrapping up with their lockets and what they're ordering, I say, all right, ladies, we're going to play a quick game. What we're going to do is you're going to get a ticket for every question you ask. So the thing is here is you can only ask me questions about the business opportunity. So questions like how much does it cost to get started, how many people are there in this area, those kind of questions. Everything is on the table. There's no question you cannot ask. And so I tell them, okay, we're going to do this for just a quick few minutes. So ready, get set, go. And then they start asking questions and you start giving them tickets. Now you want to work with your hostess. Remember, she's your partner. So I talk to her before the party when I'm hostess coaching, and then we talk about this game. And I ask her to have 2 or 3 business questions ready so that if nobody asks questions right away, she can. Because as soon as she asks 2 or 3 questions, other people say, oh, it's okay for us to ask questions, and they'll start. The other thing this does is it gets your hostess thinking about the business before you've even gotten there. So you have her asking questions. Now at the end, when time is up, I say, okay, we're done. As soon as it starts to slow down, I say, okay, we're done, even if people are still kind of wanting to ask, but it's slowed down. And I hand everybody an index card. So you want to hand everyone an index card, and on the index card I say, okay ladies, go ahead and put your name, your phone number, and your email address on this index card, please. So they all write down those, and I say, right now number it 1 through 4. Before we do the drawing, we're doing this. Okay, I mean, I don't tell them that, I'm just letting you all know here on the training. So now question number 1, or statement number 1 is, I loved the products I saw. I would love to be kept abreast of all the stuff that's going to be going on and new products that come out. So please put me on your email list. If you would like to be on my electronic email that goes out once a month with new products and promotions and sales and offers, then please put a smiley face. If you would not like to be on it, you don't want to get that email, please put a sad face. Question number 2. If you're thinking, this was so much fun, I would love to get some of my friends together, then please, and for a night out, then please put a smiley face. And we will set a date for you to have one of these great fun parties. Now, if you didn't have any fun at all, ladies, then you can go ahead and put a sad face. And then usually they'll just kind of chuckle. And then question number 3 is, if while we were doing this tonight, you thought of someone who would love this opportunity or would be interested in hosting a social, and you thought, man, she would be so good at this. This is right up her alley. Then please put a smiley face and then put her first name. And if you thought of more than one person, that's absolutely fine. You can put all of their names down. Question number 4. I'd like all of you ladies to put your pens down for just a quick second. Now, this is in all sincerity and with my complete heart, I want to tell you all, this is an amazing opportunity. We are just opening now in the UK. You have an opportunity to be at the beginning with a company that is growing all across the world. We've opened in, where it started in the US, we've opened in Canada, the UK, Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, and Mexico in less than 2 years. In less than 2 years, we have over 14,000 consultants across the globe. This company is breaking records. I would love to share some information with you. If, while we were playing the game or any time tonight, you even thought, maybe I should check this out. Maybe I should just kind of see and get some information. Then I want to just urge you to put a smiley face on question number 4. And if not, go ahead and put a sad face. The envelope game, that's the end of the ticket game. So that is the ticket game. After that, I go ahead and I get all their tickets. They write their initials on the back of it. We put it in a little bowl that the hostess gives me, and we draw for a free charm. The envelope game is a game to help you get more socials booked. With this game, you have 12 colorful envelopes, usually 2 of each color. And then inside of it, you're going to put either a paper that says book a social. We have 6 of them have book a social. And the other 6 say win a prize. And then in the 4 larger colorful envelopes, or you can get 4 envelopes and decorate them, in those there's a little post-it or a little paper that says a larger gift. So for example, it's a droplet or a coin or a screen or 2 charms. And so when people come into the house and I'm greeting them at the beginning of the night, I hand them an envelope. And I'll say, hey, Courtney, here's an envelope. Now, wait a minute. You can't look in it. You can't open it till later. Don't you peek. And so usually you'll have someone peeking and they'll start playing around with you. And I love those people because those are the people you kind of want to keep an eye on because they're the type of people that are fun to have on your team. So everyone gets an envelope and they carry it around with them throughout the entire evening. Now, about midway through us doing their lockets and they're starting to create them and the buzz is starting to go, and right when it's starting to get, everybody's just really into it. I say, okay, ladies, remember you all have your envelopes, okay? And they all check it, and I say, okay, put them back. We're not doing anything yet. And so they all put them back, and now they're like, oh, what's in this envelope? What's in this envelope? So a little bit later, but before the ticket game, I'll say, okay, go ahead and pull those envelopes out. And so everybody pulls them out, and I say, all right. We did talk about the hostess program, and I have them all flip to it, and I show them what they could get. Because now they're wish lists, and they're playing, and they're wanting more stuff. And so I say, okay, here's our hostess program. I go over the hostess program with them. I'll tell them, this has been so much fun for me. I would really love to get together with you and your friends and help you earn some free products at the same time. Now, in your envelopes, you have 2 possible prizes that you can win. It's either going to give you a prize of just, like a free charm or something, something small, but it is a prize, or you're going to get the prize of a free shopping spree by holding your own social. So in that, you've got those 2 choices. Now, when I come up to you, you have an opportunity to either open it, and you're going to do or take whichever prize it says. So if you're committing. So if it says that you win a free charm, you have to take the charm today. Now, if you already know that you want to host a social, then I'm going to suggest that you trade with me for one of these larger 4 envelopes because these envelopes have a bigger prize in them than what you would get if you opened your small envelope there. So now, if you don't want either of the 2 prizes, and you know you don't want the prizes, whatever you open, then you can always just hand your envelope back to me. So then I go up to each person and I fan open the 4 larger envelopes. And I tell them, okay, I'll go up to you and I'll say, all right, Courtney, would you like to open your envelope or would you like to trade up? And remember, you trade up if you already know you want to have a social. And so she'll either open her envelope or she'll trade or she'll hand her envelope back to you. And I say, great, and I just move on to the next person, and I go to every single person that is there. So on average, this usually yields 2 to 3 socials. 2 to 3 people usually upgrade to the larger envelope. So this is a really, really successful way of helping you get those bookings. Okay, so know where you're going. Listen to the training links regarding the compensation plan. Know what it takes to get to Team Builder because that would be the next thing after Independent Artist. And then following Team Builder, you have Team Leader and Director, and those can always get covered later. But the important thing is that as you're building your business, always know where you're going. If you're an independent artist in training, then you want to know what is it going to take for you to lose your training wheels, and what's the benefit to losing your training wheels and getting to independent artist. So I hope that this has been a helpful webinar for you. I hope it's helping you get off to a strong start with your business. And I want to thank each of you for taking time today to be on this webinar. It's a one-time webinar. I do have people come on and listen to it a couple of times to get a couple of different, to hear it once or more than once. But it's really to help you start off strong. I want to just say one of my favorite quotes, go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you've imagined. And I'm so excited. I'm blessed to be working with each of you. I care about each and every one of you and your dreams. You have a life-changing opportunity in your hands right now for you and for everyone that you introduce to South Hill Designs. I look forward to celebrating your successes with you, and I hope that you all have a fantastic evening. Thank you again for being on this call. You all are unmuted, so if you'd like to say bye to each other, you're welcome to do that. And I hope you have, again, a wonderful evening.